So yesterday, I arrived in Malaga, Spain. So the reason why I'm out here is actually to test out these brand new electric scooters that go 60 miles an hour. 60, I know. And it's actually pretty legit. We're wearing leathers with armor, basically like we're going to battle. Hi, I'm back in the States.
Obviously, I'm still in America, but I had to pause the video to clarify.
So another thing that's actually really cool about these electric scooters is they've put a lot of money into designing these. So this isn't just your average electric scooter that you can just go and download an app and ride down the street. They only last about 10 minutes and they have to use these air hoses to suck out the heat while they're charging the battery because the batteries get so hot, and if they didn't have the hoses to suck out the hot air, the battery would catch on fire. So before I made it out to Malaga, I was honestly really skeptical about this whole electric scooter championship. They're honestly doing really cool things. So not coming from a motorsport background, it was really strange to me to have mechanics there and people there to help you have the fastest lap times. They're tracking absolutely everything you're doing, even down to the angle that you're going around turns. And after speaking to some of the mechanics and spending time with these guys, there's a few of them that actually worked for F1 and were the mechanics for McClaren.
To slow down or crash, rule number one is get yourself to safety first. If you're still on the track, get yourself off the track as quickly as you can. Don't worry too much about the scooter. The priority is your safety. If you can get back on your scooter, the one thing you will have to wear when you leave the pits is this.
How you feeling?
Excited to be here. Super excited to be here. Wow, it's gonna be a long day.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm quite nervous to test.
So my name is Khalil Bashir. I am from Lebanon and I'm one of the co-founders of e-scooter championship.
So why did you choose e-scooters instead of skateboards or bikes?
We chose e-scooters for two reasons. First, back in 2018, they were coming into our cities. Everybody was using them. It was very fast moving sector back then. And this was before the pandemic and the COVID. There were a lot of complaints about e-scooters in the cities, like they were thrown left and right, no charging stations, people using them, and really the new generation wants to use them. It's a really cool way, I would say, method of transport for the whole new generation. Cities didn't have answers for this. We looked at it, it is the new sector of tomorrow, the new mobility. We come from, for example, the best way to develop a mobility sector is through racing. We decided to do ESC, it could be the new lab to develop electric scooter. And when we are saying developing, we are talking about safety, technology, infrastructure, legislation, everything else. So when you have this lab and you can take all the data from it, you take the data from the sport and take it to everyday's life and you develop the whole sector. And this is why we did it. What I like most about it, it's small, it's sustainable, it's a new method of transport, it's cool. For the world of tomorrow, if you see kids today, they love it. But the most exciting thing about it, especially in racing, is the agility of the body. You can see the whole body. It's very rare to see a full sport where you see the whole body on high speed, how it moves. And we are talking here about a new sport. It's not just a new racing series, or it's not a freestyle scooter sport. It's a completely different, and you can see from the track today, and when you're gonna test it tomorrow, I'm very interested to hear your view, the agility of the body, and how much you can take from this small machine, which is today is 35 kilos, tomorrow is going to be lighter and lighter. But this is a new sector. This is a new method of transport for tomorrow's people. If you look at kids 3 and 4, 5 years old in the parks today, they're using push scooters. We want to give them a sport. When I was young, cars were the thing for me. I always wanted to have my driving license. I wanted to race cars. I raced cars. But if I speak to my 6-year-old daughter today, scooter is her method of transport. Our scooter reaches that. We can reach up to 110, I think, if not more, if you are on a very long straight. But that's not the aim. The aim is not to have very high-speed scooters on the roads. The aim is, yes, to have a good scooter with good speed, but where to use the speed. We want people to come to a safe place and use... I mean, every person going on anything which moves wants to accelerate, wants to use the speed. It's very normal. We are human beings, we want to try, we want to go to the limits. But there are spaces to do this. If we are talking about the electric scooter racing, yes, I can see this reaching 150, 160 one day. If we are talking about our everyday scooter, it should not reach the speed, and we don't want them to reach the speed because it's not safe. We are developing this World Championship where the scooter is going to reach very high speed. You can see we are developing this every week. We test. The torque is getting better. The high speed is getting better. So it will reach way more than 100 km per hour one day. But the most important is safety. We take it very seriously from day one. We start developing the scooter, not how fast they go, how safe they will be. And when we are talking safe, is the safety on the scooter, the safety of the material on the scooter, the safety of what you wear, the helmets, the leathers, and etc. When we take this technology to everyday scooter, we don't want them to reach 100. We want to learn from the speed you can reach on a circuit to take it for the road, and what is safe, what's not safe to do on a road. When you want to go fast on the road, we're gonna open up for every person a place safe to come, bring a scooter and drive them, or ride them, safely in a safe environment where is a proper ESC center or a track where it's safe to ride them under proper safety consideration and safety measures.
You have to be certified in some sense, right?
I believe personally, and this is my personal belief, cities are closing down routes. They don't want cars, they want pedestrians, they want bikes, and e-scooters are there. So I do believe the best way to develop this sector is by having licensing format. Like, you need safe riders. Every city in the world wants safe riders. So there will be a program which we are working on to bring to cities. First of all, from 7 years old up, train them how to use the scooter. The muscles used in the legs. We are discovering so much with our sport, like to ride the scooter properly, it's not just by standing straight. There is a way to ride it safely. If you are losing balance, what to do first? Same thing, a driving license, right? You pass your theory test, and then you do a proper test, practical test to have a driving license. So why not we do this in an electric scooter? Even if you are renting a Bird or a Lime or any scooter, you need to make sure you know how to handle it. It's more than just a racing series and entertainment in a city center. The goal for e-scooter championship is to have an accessible sport, because if you look at racing today, very expensive. To be a Formula 1 driver, you need 11 million pounds, talking $15 million. To reach MotoGP, you need 6 million euros. So it's very expensive. So we want to develop a sport which is, one, entertaining, accessible, sustainable, and that's our main 3 targets, and it has to be open for everyone. So from day one, who are our e-scooter riders? They are coming from different backgrounds, like you. You are coming from the freestyle scooter. We have people coming from snowboarding, surfing, ice skating, motorbike racing. First of all, we want to make sure and show the world that girls and boys can compete at the same level. That's number one, and we're proving that from day one testing. Second of all, it's open for everybody. People from different backgrounds can enter the sport and can do well. And the third thing, to make it accessible, it has to be everywhere. So today we have the World Championship. We go around, we promote the series, we promote the World Championship. It's on TV. It's a global sport. But at the end of the year, we're going to announce our grassroots racing, where we will have in every country a grassroots program where you race from the 7 years old up to 15 years old in a very accessible and affordable way to reach the top. At the moment, the World Championship is consisting of 10 teams. There are 10 franchises. Each team will get 3 scooters, and they have to pick up 3 riders. If we let teams today to go choose their riders, they might go and pick up riders from MotoGP or motorbike series. No, we are creating our pool. We are testing as much as we can athletes from different sports backgrounds. We did a lot of testing in Italy. We're doing today in Spain. We're doing a lot of testing around the world. We're gonna pick up around 35 riders from different backgrounds, the best 35 riders, put them in a pool, and we're gonna do like a draft. And the teams will be picking up riders from this draft. And it's gonna be a cool draft. It's gonna be like the NBA style, where the first team joining in the series will have the first right to choose their first rider. They put them an offer, and all the riders will be paid. And they'll be also on top of the salary that they get per weekend or per year, the prize money pot, which is $1 million a season.
Good morning, everyone. So yesterday I only got to ride 2 sessions, but today, luckily, I get to ride the entire day, and hopefully my legs don't give out on me.
He's being a giant wiener because he only rode 2 sessions and he keeps complaining about his legs.
This is the first time I've complained about my legs. But anyways, thank you, Amy. I appreciate it. So this is gonna be the scooter that I'll be riding. I've never really been in the motorsport world, so it's kind of cool to have my own mechanic and an engineer. So if I want anything changed on the scooter, they'll change it, and it's pretty sweet. Also, guess who's here? We have Dante.
What up, my G's?
We got Jamie Addison, and we're all gonna be shredding and scooter gang, babe.
Ay, boo, what the fuck you wanna do? Taking shrooms now, seeing different colors in the room. Consume these drugs now, I'm feeling fucked up. Yo, touch, I just really need some love. If you want it, motherfucker, we can take it to the streets. They all hit me up, cause I got it discreet on the low. I don't know if you know what I mean, but if you really know, then you know I'm me. We could roll the wood and smoke up on the street. They all got their eyes on me. I'm a youngin' in the scene, but I'm coming with the heat. They really loving me, putting pressure on me. Gotta make it slack, get my mama out the track. Then I'm stacking hella bands and some cars from Japan. They all want be friends when you're living like kid. I was always on the shit, even when I was a jit. Smoking on the stacks, I was steady flipping packs. Motherfucker tried to rob me, you won't run off with my sack. He be hella talking shit, but won't say it in the track. Now they all pit stop, snatch his chain off his neck. Boy, hella pressed, but can't find me on the map. You saying 54 and natty, but can't even buy a set. Little lame ass boy ain't even banging that cat. I was right around the corner, motherfucker, where you at? Ay, boo, what the fuck you wanna do? Taking shrooms now, seeing different colors in the room. Consume these drugs now, I'm feeling fucked up. Yo, touch, I just really need some love. If you want it, motherfucker, we can take it to the streets. They all hit me up, cause I got it discreet on the low. I don't know if you know what I mean, but if you really know, then you know I mean.